10 Laws of Sigma, How to Gain the Respect from Others. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notifications button if you haven't already. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 laws of Sigma, all right? And with these laws, if you follow these laws before you walk out the door, you will gain the respect from other people, all right? Sigma males mainly gain respect through silence, but today we're going to go over the Sigma male checklist so you know you're at your highest peak before you leave the house. Step 1, win with action. All right? In today's world, you want to do less explaining to people. All right? Less talking and get out and do what you have to do. The reason for that is because nowadays, everybody feels like they are a know-it-all. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion trying to tell you how to do something that they ain't never done. All right? So with a Sigma male, you want to save yourself the headache by not discussing your plans with other people and only lead with action. The only time you want to discuss your plans is after you have accomplished them. So if you want to gain the respect from others, don't spend too much time trying to debate and tell them things that you want to do, because they're going to give you an opinion what they think that you should do, even though they don't know how to do the thing that you want to do. That's what people are really good for, is having an opinion about something they never did before. So don't waste your time trying to talk to people about things. Spend more time actually putting action and not caring what people think about you. 2, goes right back to talking less. Only talk when necessary. All right? Only talk when necessary. When you go to give somebody an explanation, or if somebody asks you a question, you do not want to continue to talk until they are convinced. This is what a lot of people do. They start talking to somebody, but the person's body language is not agreeing with them. So they continue to talk about the subject over and over again until that person is convinced. You don't want to do that as a Sigma male, because we're not out to impress nobody but ourselves. We only care about our goals and dreams. So don't spend too much time trying to continue to talk about a subject until your audience is convinced. Okay. 3, use absence to increase your respect value. Example, you ever been dealing with a woman before or a friend, and then you guys don't see each other for years, but then when you run across each other again, she's so excited to see you, even if she's with somebody she knows, even if she's with her boyfriend, she's excited to see you, okay? That's because your respect level went higher because she's not used to being around you. Take a couple, for instance. Some of you guys have been married and you've been around your wife so long that you guys are bored with each other, or your girlfriend, you're bored with each other. You live together. Then when somebody comes to the house, you're excited to see them because you're so used to being around each other. Okay, as a Sigma male, that's how you have to be. You should not be hanging around the same person every day, every week, or every month. A lot of my friends, I only see every now and then. And when I see them, I'm more respected than the people they are around every day, because I gain my time with value. You must value your time. So instead of just going to somebody's house to hang out all the time, you end up following what they're doing. You lead the way and try to stay away from people too much because you want to make yourself more valuable. You're only going to make yourself valuable by not being around them that much. And this also works in relationships. If you take a marriage where the husband is out of town a lot, that marriage actually lasts longer because it gives the wife enough time to miss him. It's the same thing in girlfriend and boyfriend relationships, but you must take this concept and you must be that way to everybody. Never hang around the same person too long. Number 4, never outshine the master. You must understand that. In order for you to get to the top, in order for you to network, there's somebody above you that can lift you up. If you're dealing with a business, there's somebody that can lift you up. If you're dealing with a job and you're trying to move up in corporate, there's always somebody that can lift you up. You got to realize when it comes to success in life, People that become successful are successful because somebody on top likes them. That's typically how it works. You don't have to brown nose to get your way to the top. But when you're in an area and somebody can lift you up, you want to spend less time complimenting them and more time acknowledging the fact that they are the boss, that they are the leader, but you don't want to indulge into that. You don't want to give them compliments. You just want to acknowledge they're the boss and try not to overthrow them. The more you try not to overthrow them, the higher level you're going to reach. A lot of bosses that get to the top and are in control and can put you in power have egos, and they do not like to be overthrown. You go to any business, any job, you always got somebody there that may not be able to do the job correctly, but they stay at the job because the boss likes them. Never outshine the master whenever you're in position where someone can put you in power. And that's how you'll gain power, by acknowledging that they are the ones that hold the leadership. 5, avoid unhappy people. You have to learn to not hang around people that are always sad and miserable and is always going through things. These are people that are going to hold you back because you're going to spend more time listening to their stories, trying to analyze their life so you can give advice. And next thing you know, you're going to be doing trauma bonding. Every time you see that person, they're going to always be going through something. That's the thing about broke people and people that actually have their things together. You have a lot of people that have their life together, but they hang around broke people because it's entertaining, because the life of having your stuff together gets boring, especially when you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend. Most single people that are living by themselves that don't have a dream are going to hang out with someone that don't have a dream at all because their life becomes entertaining. Try to avoid unhappy people and people that are miserable because their energy is going to slow you down. As a Sigma male, you can't afford to get caught up in somebody else's mess. You're the lone wolf. You have to be able to move alone, and you do not need someone else's misery holding you back. 6, do not isolate yourself from life. Do not sit in your house all day long. You cannot do that. As a Sigma male, you must get out and explore life, even if it means driving to the other side of town, maybe going trolling, maybe going biking, maybe going to the gym. But one thing you cannot do is isolate yourself from people and isolate yourself from an environment, because you have to constantly be seeking knowledge. You can only seek knowledge whenever you're walking through life looking for the knowledge. So remember, don't isolate yourself, because you're going to become more powerful actually being in tune with your reality and your surroundings. 7, never commit to people. Never do a commitment. Never commit to being somebody's friend. Never commit to doing anything. Never commit to a relationship. You're going to hold a lot of respect whenever people don't know if you're going to be reliable or not. They won't even ask you that many questions whenever you haven't showed signs of being commitment. This is where beta male guys lose. They lose because they're constantly committed to other people. They're constantly trying to be nice to other people. You can't do that. Run as a loner. If somebody asks you like, can you help me move? Don't ever give them a direct answer. If a girl says that she wants to be close in a relationship, never give her a direct answer. You can never commit to someone or something that they want you to do, because now you're making yourself a nice guy. You want to be respected. You want to be the guy that they can't count on, but they still want to be around. Next, never take anything for free. As a Sigma male, you always work for everything that you get. Remember, nothing in life is free. So when someone hands you something for free, it's because they have a plan in the background what they want you to do. As a Sigma male, learn to get everything that you want by yourself and that you earned it. Never have a monkey on your shoulder or dangling over your head to where you owe somebody. So what you do is you never, ever, ever accept free things from people unless it's candy, food, but gifts, don't do that. You'll hold a lot of more respect whenever you can actually hold and afford your own. People will respect you more. 9, act like a king. Everywhere you go, you must act like a king. You must be a king. You must be the king of your own castle. You must be the king of yourself. Carrying this king-like mentality will give you respect to others. You may come off arrogant. You may come off as if you're not needy as people, but that comes with the game with being a Sigma. That comes with the game of gaining power from others is getting them to respect you the same way that you respect yourself. Number 10, last but not least, the art of timing. This is very important. The art of timing means you must be very patient. Do not be impatient to do things. Patience is where you want to be, because when you're patient, you're always looking long term. You're looking down the road with things. People that are impatient, they want results too fast and normally end up making an emotional mistake. You don't want to make emotional mistakes. So you must think things throughly, and you must plan all the way. That's going to keep you from making impulsive decisions. The art of timing will always work in your favor. You'll only know how to time things out is when you sit back and you plan all the way to the end. You'll know exactly where you want to be. And these are the 10 laws of Sigma. You follow these laws, you will gain the respect from others. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.